and I don't think it has been ticking, so we good to go.
Okay. All right.
Let's
Yo,
go.
welcome back. Windy City Vibin. It's one of those humbling vibing nights, man.
Are we calling that a humbling experience?
I'm definitely calling that a humbling experience. What we're talking about is pretty much the Bears versus Packers. Kind of a highly anticipated, just based off
this
the
is the
first week.
first. Isn't this the first game since he owned us?
Yeah. It's the first game since he owned us.
Oh, I need my haircut. I hear rough, but it's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a humbling loss.
You know what? I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna go there. No, I learned something about him.
Yeah,
I learned they didn't quit. That was eye-opening.
Mm-hmm.
Like last year's team would have got 40. They'd have got 40 piece.
Yeah.
I hope the coaches learn from this.
Yeah, for sure.
Because why did you stop running the ball after the first drive? Like, I get it. Justin Fields is going to be the man, but y'all gotta let Montgomery eat. Y'all gotta let him eat.
He don't have to be the man every game.
And we literally got the same squad. We got two running backs, just like they got two running backs.
Yeah.
And they fed their running backs. We didn't feed ours until the second half, and the game was. They had the cushion. They wasn't out of reach, but they had a first. They had only a half to play. That's the cushion that they had. If you was running the ball in the first half, maybe they wouldn't have scored that other touchdown.
Right.
You know, like they picked up a 3rd and 20 or third, like they picked up a long off of runs. Like I hope they learn from that. I hope they learn from that terrible play call. You're 4th and inches on the goal line. Why are you in shotgun? Running with Justin Fields is. I would have, if you were gonna do that, I'd much rather you did a wildcat with Montgomery, because Montgomery don't need as much help getting in the end zone as Fields would have. Like Montgomery knocked somebody over.
I would have did play action.
I would have did, and that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna put him in shotgun, you better roll him out like or something like.
I think this game was winnable.
It was
that first drive. That first drive was evidence. Like, they just marched down the field and that's easy.
And what's so scary? Well, I ain't even gonna say scary. That's not the right word. But what was eye-opening to me was like, talent-wise, we the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they got Sammy Watkins over there.
They got Sammy Watkins. They got, and it's like, you know, but they defense talent. We got the same. Like outside of quarterback experience and receiver experience, but the receiver, I mean, Sammy did kill us. Like, but that was more so a nail in a coffin. I feel like more than. Because they running game is what killed us, but but that only killed us because we didn't counter it with our running game until the second half. So I don't know. I just felt like, you know, hey, I feel good about picking the Bears to beat the Packers in Chicago. You know,
it's a chess game, man. We talk about the play calling, but like if those plays work, then it'll be. We'd be having a different conversation. I would have working.
I would have had an issue even if, because the replay did make it look like he got in the end zone when they showed him, So I was still pissed by the play call. Like, come on, you at the goal line. How many times we seen Tom Brady just hike and do like that? And come on, man. You got a fullback, you got to run like I don't know. And they're the reason why you're down there. Montgomery and
right.
Like, why would you put it in Fields' hands at that point? Like, I get it though. I get it. But at the same time, it's like feed your workhorse. Like reward him with that. Give him that if they stop him, thumbs up. Better.
That's why you got 3 tries.
But come on, man. Like y'all like he made a positive run play every time he touched the ball. You can't take that out of his hands. To me, that's not right. I hope and that's the first mistake that this coaching staff has made. I don't know.
Listen, man.
It's week 2. I'm not tripping, but it's just like it definitely gave me. Come on, man. It was a last year vibe. It was like
you know what was my come on mans, and there was a lot of come on mans. It was like, are these dudes afraid to hit these guys?
Oh, they were, especially that safety of ours.
I'm like, bro, why ain't they hitting these guys? They stopping. He's still in motion. I'm like, bro, why are you stopping? Like, you should be in motion too, ready to knock his head off. No, I ain't seen nobody attempt a punch out or nothing. I'm like, bro, okay, so what? So are they succumbing to their nerves with them being the away team, and it's like it's getting to them? I'm like, bro, hit these fools.
Yeah, I mean,
they wasn't hitting them.
You gotta. We want Roquan to be that leader to get in these young guys' facing, but it ain't happening.
He want to check. It's like, okay, you decided to bet on yourself this year, and this game, which is way more important than the 49ers game.
Oh yeah, way more. Yeah,
you was a no-show.
Pretty much, Eddie Jackson no-show. Those are your leaders on defense. And Robert Quinn got a sack.
Quinn got a sack. Gibson got 2 sacks.
Yeah,
but that was it.
That was it.
So everybody else was like, I think they got shook by the moment, I'm believing.
Because I want to say they averaged 6 yards a carry. Like,
see, that's good.
That's
good.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. So who's next?
Who do the Bears play next? That's a good question. Let me type it in real quick on the Google, because that'll help. Come on.
And did Minnesota play this week?
Minnesota plays tomorrow. It's a doubleheader Monday night football. We play Lovey next week, so that'll be fun.
That should be a dub.
It should be a dub, but
it should be a dub.
Who knows? Right back in the Who knows? They might want to play.
I'm gonna give this regime the benefit of the doubt that they're going to adapt.
Like I said, the keys to that at halftime, I tweeted it. I said what I want to see is adjustments, which they made because they came out and ran the ball, and heart. They showed me both, and it's just that one play out the goal line I just had an issue with. I much rather you put it in Montgomery hands than your quarterback, because your running back is a dog that that breaks the first tackle. I mean, both of them, they don't go down on the first hit.
Montgomery does not go.
He does not. He falls forward. That's another thing. So not only does he not go down, he falls forward. So
I think that's gonna. I think this is the score does not reflect how close this game was.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
And it was a. This is some experience for them, and I think they get better. That O-line, Not too many sacks. If I remember correctly.
No, I don't think
maybe one or two.
And those were honestly coverage sacks because he had nobody to throw the ball to.
Right. Yeah.
So you could pin that. I hate to pin it on the line because the line played they butt off in the run game, but so I can only say that, you know, the receivers didn't get the separation that they needed to get the ball.
That's it. That's going to be the Achilles. But also, obviously, not the tight ends either. But maybe because the tight end was playing coverage, pass coverage, and
I don't. You know, I know one thing that this team lacks talent, and they're playing this well. I can't wait to see them actually get talent.
Right.
And once they get talent, then. Like it kind of sucks to be like, man, I wish they'd have kept, like you said last week, kept some of those players that they let go because now we see that we got a good coaching staff, but they wanted to go young, and I understand why they wanted to go young because I mean is showing that it wasn't a bad decision, but
you could go young on the front line, but that receiving core. You probably could have paid at least one.
Well, I will give because it was a rumor. So, but I will say that they did try to get Metcalf out of, especially after Seattle.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that too.
I heard that they tried to get him, but they couldn't work out the deal. So I don't, you know.
I didn't know Sammy Watkins was looking for a team. I'm like, they got Sammy Watkins.
Yeah.
What? That's gonna be a problem.
I mean, what's gonna be a problem is whenever Odell get better, because I believe he's gonna sign with Green Bay too. But that ain't nothing.
Hopefully not. Hopefully he go. Who else is a championship contender? Maybe Tampa Bay.
I mean,
I'd rather him go to
based off of last week. I say Minnesota is a better option than Green Bay.
Yeah,
Minnesota.
True.
I mean, we ain't seen him play yet this week, but I mean, based off last week, they look like.
I mean, if he's free, how old is OBJ? That old
Odell is in young 30s. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not that old.
Yeah,
he just had an unfortunate injury at the end of the season because it was in the Super Bowl. So he's gonna be out pretty much to the playoffs. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if we need that though. We probably need something. We need somebody to grow with.
That's what I'm saying. Like that. I'm not looking for a playoff run this year. I'm looking forward to the future. So I'm hoping that, you know,
Mooney can get no separation from these defenders.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. The deep ball that I seen him throw to him, I seen him stop running on that play. I don't know if I was tripping, but he didn't look like he was giving full effort to me. And I didn't want to snap on him because it's like maybe if he had that mindset, oh, I'm not finna get the ball, he needs to break out of that. Cause that's last year's mindset. You gotta go hard every play, like you're gonna get the ball every play. And to me, it just looked like because he won the route, and then once he threw the ball, it looked like he just said, "Damn, it's over my head. I ain't gonna be able to," like he just gave up on it. Because and to me, you supposed to be a speed receiver. You supposed to be able to go get that.
We can't get no separation. Nobody can get separation around.
I don't know.
Now, the good thing about that is there's not a lot of shut down corners and stuff like that.
Especially in our division. So
yeah. So it's not like, but that makes it even worse. There is no air reads no more and stuff like that, and you still can't get separation from these no namers.
Because I guess the best is what Ramsey get burnt all the time.
Exactly. Like, nah, I ain't trying.
Ramsey, because my boy in Minnesota was torturing him.
I'm
not Minnesota, Buffalo. He was torching him all week 1. So it ain't no Richard Shermans no more, and none of that. Ain't none of them cats.
That just makes it worse for the receiving for this group. I'm like, bro, you can't get no.
Our tight end was non-existent. But
that was a hometown pick. Notre Dame does not produce good players, bro. I don't really understand.
They don't, but he was supposed to be the exception. Like everybody thought he was gonna be good.
Yeah, but what's his track record? Like when he was playing at Notre Dame, who were they going against?
He was a top tight end in the nation. Now, I don't watch college football, so I can't tell you who
the competition was. Like, right. Nah.
But I could tell you that coming into the draft, he was a top tight end, and
yeah, I know he was. I know. I heard the stories, but at the same time, this Ryan Griffin dude comes in, and so what are we doing?
Man, it's sad that we ain't getting no production out of it. Like we ain't got a production out of tight end since Greg Olsen. That's the truth.
Right.
Like right. So they need to fix that. They need to fix their wide receivers, and they need to run the ball for the rest of the year. Until they like put 8, 9, 10 in the box, you just need to run the dang on ball because they can't stop your run game.
They can't. It's this year. It should be basic. Just run the ball. Man. And from there, maybe we get some separation.
It was just good because, like I said, I didn't know. I ain't gonna lie. I was excited and I was like, man, was it a fluke? Because it was raining so bad last week that
it wasn't no fluke. That first drive,
and that's what I was. That's what I was at. That's why even though that we took an L, I'm like, all right, it wasn't a fluke though. They actually they play smart and disciplined, and I'm with it. So yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah, 1-1. It could be worse. We could be 0-2.
We let's just get our dub next week against the Texans, and we're gonna keep it moving. But we're gonna go to this next topic because I don't know if I didn't even see I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even see the time limit on this one, so I don't know if that was something weird. But I'm gonna work like we still got a time limit, because I had real trouble with I couldn't even put the 2 recordings together. I got to work on my editing, I guess. So I had to do a part 1 and part 2.
All right.
So, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, man. We was last week we left on the tease on this wrestling, man. Something big happened.
Right. Yeah.
Triple H took over for Pops.
Before that, the scandal popped up, and you know what? I think there's funny business with that.
I know it's funny. It's sad.
Go ahead. Somebody was like, he gotta go, and he ain't dying no time soon. So we gotta rush this process.
Yeah. I felt that too. I'm on that energy, yo.
So this hush money that's obviously that they've been keeping her on hush for years. All of a sudden, the numbers wasn't acting up this year. It's like, oh yeah, this hush money for Vince's side chick or whatever forces him to retire.
In other words, they are Kelly Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
But instead of him going to jail, he just gotta,
He just resigned. Yeah, he just
gotta retire
from head creative. I believe. I think he's still chairman or something like that, but head creative.
Yeah, he don't run.
He's not
He
running.
don't have nothing to do with the product, day-to-day product of
Which was great because if he was running that thing, the quality of that thing to the ground, like he was releasing good wrestlers and like
because he didn't know what to do with them.
changing the names of wrestlers like Walter to Gunther. Like, why? What? Why?
Cause he into entertain, like, and that was something I forget who said it, to give him credit, but they said he was more into the entertainment side of wrestling than wrestling.
But
So
wrestling
he was
sells
all,
itself,
that's
though.
why he fell in love with the big guys, and he was always trying to change people gimmicks and have people dancing all the time, and like I don't know if you remember the original, the dude that got Naomi into wrestling, that big guy, I forget, I think his name was Funkadactyl or something.
Yeah. Brodus Clay or something. Brodus
Clay, good stuff.
Yeah, I saw his
you saw his, and that was Vince McMahon written all over it. Like, he could have been a dog, a beast, and Vince just.
And he look. He does that. He switches these people, and they agree to it. They switch, and he puts them out there, and it's not well received. But then he let them go. It's like
it's your fault.
Like, what? Hold on, Vince. You the one that came up with this idea. It was stupid. I believe it was stupid from the get go. But to talk, opposing you.
Oh, you can't do that.
Puts my job at risk.
You can't do that.
Yeah, that puts my job at risk. And if I go with it and it doesn't go over, now my job's at risk anyway. So it's like, I don't know. But anyway, he's gone. Triple H is in the helm, and somehow the quality is just.
And I hate to say that I've been still. I haven't been catching anything live. I've been just YouTube and everything, but it's just like. Right. I'm like, yo, it's better. And then it was like, for you to say what you said, and then for AEW to be going through what AEW going through now.
Yep.
I'm like, yo, you ain't, I mean, clearly Triple H was saying yes to a lot of things he shouldn't have been saying yes to too.
Yeah,
he was working with Vince.
Yes,
I was like, why would it be different? He worked with Vince, but clearly he was just yes, sir.
I think Vince at the end of the day he had the last say, and so if you want to get rid of William Regal for whatever reason, because you want to go young, so you get rid of these old heads, but it's like these young boys love William.
So but he's the old head he needed to get rid of.
That's crazy. Like you looking at William Regal, but this is your business. Like William Regal wasn't. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what's going on over there at AEW, but
man,
it's over with.
I hate to say it, but it looked like my boy CM Punk got too big for his britches.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of his, but it's like you get to the company and you trying to change the company, and you ain't even been wrestling for I don't know how long, and then it's like you can't come in there with no egos, man, and especially when you got dogs out there that's been holding it down,
right? And that kind of like goes against the whole underdog.
It goes against everything that he's preaching.
Right. So it's like, whatever the issue is, bro, like, you up in age too. Like, why don't you do what Daniel Bryan is or Bryan Danielson is doing?
All of them cats need to look at, like you say, Bryan Danielson, Sting. Like, y'all need to be playing backwards, pushing y'all, the younger guys. Like, I agree with you.
But this dude wanted his shine, and he's not. Even at the top of his game in WWE, he wasn't like as a solid wrestler. He wasn't. He's too small for that.
No,
he wasn't even great technically either. So it's like, yeah, you good, but you ain't Bryan Danielson.
No.
You not Mox. You not Kenny Omega. Like, you good. You good, but whoa, slow down, bro. Like, you are not it. You're not it. But so whatever that is, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm happy that AEW did what they did. Maybe that gives them a shot against Triple H.
No,
but
they had a shot. They had a shot against Vince. They had a shot against Vince, but when that changed, bro, and then they was hiring all these extra WWE guys, which was making the AEW guys look at them funny, like what's going on. And so I'm pretty sure that started a ripple.
In which I don't understand, because you literally had the playbook from WCW of what not to do. And you literally went and did exactly what they did.
I can see you bringing Mox in, you bringing Bryan Danielson in. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
You pick the best of the best, but when you start bringing in just everybody, I don't know. And then
I don't know. I don't know. And then some of the anyway. Yeah, so it's over with. It's over with. To me, I feel like it's over with for AEW now that Triple H, because he's bringing back Braun. He's bringing. We don't know what if
he bring back Bray Wyatt, it's over. I would say that.
Right.
Because if he bring back Bray Wyatt, he will have his Undertaker that he could book for the next however long he want to have.
Because most of these guys left. Mox left. Brian left.
A lot of them left because of Vince.
Because of Vince.
So they might come back.
Right. Exactly. And I don't know. I know Cody left. And he left. He went to AEW and became like sort of like half the face. He became big, and then he went back and had his feud. But now that Triple H is at the helm, he gonna find himself back in the mid card. Because I don't really see where we gonna put you once these folks come back. Braun is here. That boy, Scarlett Bordeaux, and what is that man's name?
Chris. Time limit too, by the way.
Cross.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Anyway, I just. It looks like AEW's on his way out. So I need Jade Cargill to go ahead and come on over to WWE.
I don't know if that's gonna happen, bro.
It's gonna happen. That's gonna be fire too.
I hope it do, but I don't know.
Bianca Belair and Jade.
That's WrestleMania. Cargill? That's WrestleMania.
What?
That's even like Stone Cold versus The Rock WrestleMania. Like
years
big time.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. That's what I'm looking for. And that's who else over there? Maybe Powerhouse Hobbs. He could come over. He could definitely come over. Now that I think about it, he need to come on over. I don't know. Eventually, Bryan Danielson's gonna find his way back.
Of course.
John Mox is going. I don't know how John.
I don't know.
Mox got a beat with Vince.
He do.
But I don't know about his relationship with Hunter.
I would say that it helps him to come back.
No, if William Regal finds his way back, Mox is coming back too.
Yeah, and I mean the thing with Mox is, I believe he just wanted to be used right. He didn't want like how we were saying with Brodus Clay. He didn't want to go down that road. And so
he didn't want to.
I think that with Vince at the helm, I believe there's a chance, but it's gonna what's gonna be telling is what's gonna happen when that starts happening, because I don't know how long the contracts or deals are, but one would think that, sometime next year,
right?
What a Chris Jericho maybe, like one of them cats contract gonna run up, and then it's like, are they gonna go and work for Hunter? Like, because they be like, I don't know.
Especially if you already got history with Hunter, and it's a good history. Unless you got bad history with Hunter, you ain't coming back.
Right.
I'm assuming AEW will still be around because they still got good talent. Because Sting's boy, he good. Man, they still got people.
Somebody like oh man, Caruso. Like what would he do? Because see, I don't know. Because he was a good wrestler, but I don't know why he stayed at the mid card. Was it Vince's fault? Was it like whose fault was that? So like a lot of, I guess we'll get a lot of those questions answered in the coming years. But man, if you give me Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair, oh man, that's money. That is money.
Yeah,
I honestly don't like the fact that they Goldberging her over there. But and then it's like she ain't even a women's champ. She like the intercontinental. What I know it's like the TBS champ, but it's like she ain't even the top woman.
It's not the top. Yeah, it's not the top.
It's like, what is y'all doing? Like she's been undefeated for years now. Like make her the champion if that's what y'all gonna do.
They can't. I don't think they can come up with a good storyline for her. I don't know why they haven't matched her with Thunder Rosa. I think Thunder Rosa is injured, but I don't know who's champ now. It's not the Britt Baker. It's somebody else.
That's the problem is you don't know who the champ is because all you care about is Jade Cargill, and it's like if
that's
she
not a problem.
Champ, no, that is a problem for the company. It's a problem.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody was a problem for
not for us, but for the company, yes.
That's pretty much all I want to say, man. It's like just from watching the few shows since he became, like, man, these shows was good, bro. These shows was really good. So I'm
pay-per-view was hype. I mean, he did bring back Strowman.
Yeah, he brought back Strowman. He brought back Dexter Lumis. He brought back Johnny Gargano, and he brought them back and he brought them up.
Yeah,
like he brought them back, not back to NXT. Like, nah, y'all up. We need y'all up here, and that's what's up. That's what's up.
And I like the fact that they're not making the NXT like just a new blood type of thing. They infusing some of that old talent in the NXT.
Yep.
Like, I like what they're doing with that too.
Yeah.
I hope that they get NXT off of that network and put it on TV too. That's what I hope they do next. But
we'll
who
see.
knows?
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
I was gonna say something else. But anyway, did you check out anything from the Tokyo Game Show?
I did, and we're going to talk about that topic later because we only got 4 more minutes left. So,
you saw the time?
Yeah, I saw the time. It's 3:57, so we finna take a little commercial break, and then we be right back.
Yeah, that'll do.
Hold on,